Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids and welcome to a new Q&A session. If you've got any new questions for me, please do leave them in the comments section below. Now today's question comes from Pink Eye Productions, who asks, do you think we are getting closer to a cloud-based environment where everything will be saved to the cloud rather than in storage like our hard drives? Well, certainly for part of your question I think you're correct. I would say saved. We're going to change that word for backed up, because I think if you're saving files that you're then going to work on again, then they need to be saved locally on a desktop hard drive or a RAID hard drive or some sort of fast storage device. And the scenarios you'd save things locally are, for example, if you're a photographer and you want to dump all of your memory cards, so all of your photos you've taken throughout the day or throughout the week, onto a local hard drive so that you can edit them, so that you can delete the ones you don't want, and then when you finish processing your photos, then you would back them up to a local device and also an off-site device as well. And an off-site device could be a hard drive that you then take around to a friend's house to store for you, or indeed a cloud backup using something like Carbonite, or I use CrashPlan for my cloud backup. And another scenario is, for example, for myself, I do video editing. So I produce videos for the Geekanoids channel on a daily basis. And all of the video files that I record using my camera, I then have to make sure I save those locally so that I can edit them smoothly. I couldn't edit from a cloud-based storage of my video files. But in fact, when I finished all of my videos, I then back those up to a NAS device. I also do a second off-site backup and I do a third backup as well. So in fact my files are in 3 places and the third one is up in the cloud. Now you said about saving to the cloud rather than local storage. I think the only possibility you would actually do that in is if it's simple documents. So things like Word documents, spreadsheets, etc., maybe presentations, then yes, in that use case scenario, I think we are moving closer to actually storing everything in the cloud. My only concern is that if you're working on very important documents where you definitely need to be able to gain access to them to make further edits, what if that cloud-based service is down, which does happen occasionally. So if the files are very critical to be able to be accessed, then I would say you need to store them in at least 2 places. You need to store them in the cloud for ease of access, but if it's something very important to you, a local copy as well, so that if you can't gain access to the internet, say you're out and about and you haven't got internet connection, which is quite rare nowadays admittedly, at least you can still access that local copy. So we're almost there, and it's a really good question, and in fact it's a really good question to actually discuss in the comments section below. So if any of you that are watching this have got any input onto your thoughts on if we're almost there to being just cloud-based storage, then please do let me know your comments below. Great question, very thought-provoking that one, and I really do appreciate you asking it. Thank you very much for watching. Again, if you've got any new questions, leave them in the comments section below, and I'll see you all in the next one.